at the very top here. What processes and technology should be put in place to demonstrate the business impact of tech partnerships in an organization?
Measuring the impact of our program on the business is really hard. And I can see Jake nodding and probably others too. Attribution of partner efforts is always the challenge. So yeah, it's interesting as we look ahead to our new fiscal that starts next month. We're doing our V2 MOM process, and one method that we're leaning in with this year is a thriving community, which is meant to encompass both the partner program aspect as well as a customer community piece. And for us, it's all about measuring how engaged our partner community is in our business. How do you measure that? It's tricky. I think with tech partnerships in mind is drawing correlations between customer health and partner application or integration usage is one that's really important to us, and that we're going to put in some process and technology this year specifically designed to do that. So that's one area that we're very focused on right now. The traditional source pipeline and influence pipeline, obviously those kind of KPIs still matter, but I want our sales teams and our customer success teams at the end of the year, I want the leaders to say we couldn't have achieved our goals without processes and tech that the partner team put in place.
Yeah, I think now, like, the future of partnership is certainly going to be beyond just a churn reducer, creating more stickier customer. It's opening up another channel. It's going beyond the co-marketing activities into the co-selling activities, where you're able to build on the relationships and leverage those relationships that you have built with your tech partners to help your customer facing teams either retain business or win new business in some way. And obviously there's ways to do that now, but more of that to come. But I think first and foremost, reporting is absolutely key. Make friends with your ops team right out of the gate. I mean, that is beyond the product teams and the marketing teams. Ops teams are right there. We're going through that process right now and identifying a number of key data points that we want to either get better at tracking or actually start tracking.
Yeah, that's such a good point about the ops teams. I feel like as the companies like scale out this endeavor, a lot of times the infrastructure and sort of the best practices weren't there in the beginning, and kind of trying to retrofit an already existing large program into that can be challenging. Dan, Jamie, I'm not sure if you guys have thoughts. Oh, Jamie?
Yeah, I would just say it's fairly easy to track if you've monetized your community or your partnerships, right? But the harder thing to track is what are those leading indicators that get you to the money, right? Because everyone loves the money, but you have to definitely have those processes and systems in place to understand, okay, what does it take for us to get the tech partners into the funnel, to get them to build, to actually launch that integration successfully, and to get customers to adopt it. And so really understanding that funnel is a key area that we're focused on.
Yeah, and Jamie, I would build on that too, because the funnel is key. And I think as Elliot and Jake mentioned, you have to look at it more just than just pipeline building and the traditional customer acquisition. I'm starting to look at partnerships really in terms of joint success, not just for the customer, but for the partner, and really clarifying what the specific metrics are by which my partners measure success. So I know, is it ARR? Is it MRR? Is it net dollar retention? Is it logo retention? Where are there specific products or things that you're looking to sell? And really just trying to not make it just be about the technical integration, but really defining it to say, well, then what is that going to help you do for you, partner? And how can I define my goals partially based on what your goals are? And if we have that alignment, well, then, you have my experience has been that that's creating a lot more value for obviously customers, because they see us showing up together and wanting to win together, not just building stuff together.
I will definitely say that a good question to ask, especially in an annual meeting or a QBR, or when you're first meeting somebody, is, how do I make you look like a rock star? How do I make you succeed? How do I get you promoted? What can I do to help you get promoted, within your organization? So like understanding, Dan, to your point, how they're measured, what does success look like, and how you can help achieve that together is key.
Yeah, I agree, Jake. And we're at a point in our evolution where quality is much more important than quantity. So we're putting a lot of effort into the upfront kind of new partner intake process, make sure we're doing the right level of analysis to how would this partnership maybe open up a new TAM for us or grow our TAM, using tools like Crossbeam essentially to look at what is the overlap. It's a key part of the onboarding process before we even kind of sign a new partnership. So I think that's important too.